I think it's important to say that we don't always love our dying person, that some families have got very difficult relationships and they are there because they know it's the right thing to do, but they're not there out of love for their dying person, but they may very well be there for love and solidarity with each other. And perhaps naming that, being able to say that I'm finding this hard, I'm being as kind as I can, but he was an abusive father, and it sticks in my throat a bit that we're all pandering to his whims now. Somebody else said, oh, thank God you said that, because I thought I was the only person thinking that, and I felt like I was being so mean. It's okay. We can do hard things, and we don't have to be motivated by being dear to that person, but we can be motivated just by knowing that this is a thing that I'll feel satisfied by having seen through. Afterwards, I can do it for me, even if I can't do it for you. So I think helping families just to talk aloud, just to be able to say what it is and how it is for them, and that everybody's different. Let's just be grateful that we're all here for whatever reason and in whatever way we can be. You asked about the person who doesn't want to talk about it, who doesn't want to believe that it's real. So the first thing to say is that absolute denial is pretty rare, but when it does happen, it's absolutely the psychologically safest place to be. If you don't believe it's happening, then you don't have to do any of the worrying and upset. The difficulty is that a lot of people who psychologically use denial, which often isn't something they've chosen, it's just that's the way their mind is coping for them. Every now and again they flip into, oh my God, this is really happening, isn't it? And then they're really frightened because they're not taking the time to do the processing that a person who doesn't escape into denial will do. So sometimes we have to be prepared to be alongside and soothing during the periods where they can't escape into denial, and just remind them that people have been dying safely since the dawn of humanity, and we can help them. We can't stop them from dying, but we can help them to be safe and accompanied all the way through it. And sometimes people do denial to the very last moment. So there's a story, and with the end in mind, of a young woman who was, choosing names for her as yet unborn children and planning their next year's holidays, before she lapsed into unconsciousness as she was dying. And her family were able to get to understand that that was the only way she could stay calm. And so they couldn't say goodbye to her, but they did bring in all the photograph albums, and they did. So her parents and her husband sat with her, went through all, this is you when you were in the Girl Guides, and this is you when you were camping with the school, and oh, do you remember that really weird friend that you had? But she was quite kind, wasn't she? But a bit mad. And oh, you were so lovely, you were so kind when you were a teenager. These are the things we loved about you. And then you met John, and you brought him into our family, and we loved John as well. And your wedding day, happiest day of our lives. So they did all of this reminiscence, all of the things that they wanted to say thank you. And sometimes when I was a mum, I got it a bit wrong, and I feel bad about that, and I'm sorry, and I hope you forgive me. And sometimes you were a grumpy teenager, and don't worry about that, because, it's all water under the bridge now. And we love you, we love you, we love you. Because those are the messages. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And I love you. That we hear over and over again. They seem to be the important things. So even though they couldn't say goodbye, they did the kind of life review that says, you are absolutely held in our love.